Come fly with me. Today I'm flying with my uncle, taking him on a flight around my local area. There's going to be full access inside the cockpit so you can see everything from my pre-flight checks to cruising to taxiing back to my flying school. Stick around to find out how well I take off and land the plane and an unprecedented look at what it is like to be a pilot flying a plane. So I want you to sit back, relax and, of course, enjoy the flight. We are flying. Let's go. I'm at the airfield, Wellsman Airfield, where I'm flying from. Today is a gorgeous day. Sky's pretty much clear, blue sky, sunshine, still weather, tiny bit of wind, tiny bit of gusts, but nothing too bad. This is the plane I am flying today with my uncle. Well, I'm flying it, he's just going to be here. Golf, Bravo, Hotel, Uniform, India. I've got to go round, I've got to do my checks, which I've got to scurry up because I'm not running late, it's already 10:30. Pretty much planned my route already, got my iPad, trying to set it all up. But need to get the plane, tie downs off, pitot heat cover off, wind, rudder gust lock off, all that sort of shit. Go around, check the plane, check the tyres, check the engine, check everything that needs to be checked. And then I'll put you in the cockpit. I've got a GoPro mount that's in there ready, so you won't be able to hear me unfortunately, but you will be able to see me taking off, landing, flying in the sky. Hopefully I will get some pictures this time of other things. But no, it's a lovely day, so it should be really fun for you guys to see. Me as well, flying here, flying my uncle is always a privilege to take someone up and to be able to just fly in general and things. But no, I'm gonna get started, I'm gonna get going and I'll pick you up guys in just a minute. Right, plane is checked, that is all complete and I'm ready to fly. Everything's good. My uncle's in there, not scared, don't think, not too sure, but this is the plane. As you can see, nice and big. One's just taken off there, so you're probably not going to be able to hear me too well. But ready to fly. I'm going to take you to the cockpit now. Got the route planned, got my iPad, got everything sorted. I'm ready to go. So I'm going to put you in the cockpit, show the takeoff, show the landing, show when I'm flying, hopefully get some pictures. See you guys all when I'm up there. Keys, headset, sit, doors, harnesses, doors, close and latch, condition and serviceability of instruments, a good radio and avionic. Radios and electrics are off. That's nice.
Does that mean I've got to turn my phone off?
No, you'll be alright. Circuit breakers are closed. That's nice. Cabin heat and air knob is closed. Mixtures, check movements, set rich. Throttle friction, loosen. Cool. And check movement, set 1/4 inch open. Carburetor heat, check movement. Cool. So,
what's that one?
Cold. Carb heat, so it just stops the engine from freezing because it's the higher you go, colder it gets, and if you've got any moisture or anything, it'll freeze. So it's just to heat the engine up, keep it warm. Full and free meters and do the flying controls quickly. Full free movement, let's do the trim. It's a lot to check.
Yeah, there's loads. I'd rather you checked it though.
Yeah, that is the whole. Everyone would. That's the difference between. I always say with driving a car, learning to drive a car, you can learn to drive a car within 10 hours of tests and stuff, and anyone can drive. With this, it's very, you don't just get a license. Trim out,
didn't have half the buttons.
Anti-collision light, a beacon on, that's what we have. Yep. Navigation lights required, and note the hour reading, done that already. I do a passenger brief, so you know how the doors are opened and closed? Yep, perfect. The windows are latched, like that. The seatbelt's fastened and adjusted. You know how to release it? Just undo that one there, perfect. There's a fire extinguisher there, and it's stowed. There's a first aid at the back, just in case.
I don't think I can reach that.
In the unlikely event of a problem during takeoff, I had to land the airplane on the runway, or we'll have to land in a suitable place. Before landing, if that does happen, you need to tighten your seatbelt. Brace position is not actually forward, it's just come back here, because if you do forward, this will hit you, hurt you. And then just before we landing, I'll let you know, just have to unlatch the door, just so if we crumple, we can undo the door still. Feet off the pedals, because they do brakes and stuff. I know it's quite hard and stuff. It's more for when we're coming into land and things. You know how your headset works. Don't press that button there, because that will go through to the radio. Well, that'll mean this will automatically talk, but I'll talk to the traffic.
To the base, So that's just help.
Yeah, pretty much. Fuel shutter valve is on. Let's put the key.
It comes with a key.
Yeah. Primer as required. Battery half mast switch on. Starter warning light pressed to test. Nice. Low voltage light. Illuminated. Brakes on. You can put your headset on now. You won't be able to hear anything. Clear prop. Sure there are people behind.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Let's start.
And welcome to the flight. So you would have just seen me doing all my pre-flight checks, my passenger briefing, just letting my uncle know how it all works, what's going to happen, what to keep an eye out for, etc, etc. Just something that's very important that you have to do every time you fly, no matter who you're flying with, whether they're experienced or not. It's always important to do a pre-flight briefing. Here I'm now taxiing up to runway 36, crossing the other runway. I'm going to catch up with you guys when I'm back up the other end of the runway, waiting to take off. I've got a few more pre-flight checks to do that you'll see just in a minute. Very important checks. But then it's time for takeoff in this incredible plane, a Cessna 152. If you've never experienced it, I highly recommend go out and do it. But I want you to sit back, relax, and then enjoy this takeoff because it's special, I promise you. Didn't just go round in a circle there. I did stop and do my pre-flight checks just so you all know. But now it is time for takeoff. So I'm just going to go check out the window one last time all around. I'm going to get ready confirmation and then I'm taxiing up to runway to take off. And that is takeoff complete. Nice and simple actually, really not very hard. Probably one of the easiest parts of flying apart from just cruising. As long as you do all your pre-flight checks properly, you've got your planning, your weight and balance, it is nice and simple. So here I'm just climbing up to a certain height. Could only get to about 2,000 feet today when I did this flight because of the low cloud base. But here I am just over Stratford, having left the circuit, Stratford-on-Avon, my local town near me. My uncle's not from here, so it's actually, I'm trying to point out all the big places to see, what's important. There's not too many things to see in Stratford, but it's always good to see it from the air. It's a totally different perspective seeing something from the sky. It makes no sense. Even though you know it off by heart, you've been to this place a million times everywhere, to see something from a bird's eye view is totally unique, totally different, that you can't train for, in the sense of like brain just can't work it out until you've done it multiple times, seen it multiple times. So this is me just flying over Stratford, showing my uncle what it looks like from the sky, doing a few turns so you can get a better angle outside the window. But you'd be surprised the view you do get. You can just look out and see. If you look straight ahead, I'm just heading sort of a westerly direction now, and you can see so much. And here we are over Moreton and Marsh. I went from Wellesbourne, headed west over Stratford-upon-Avon, and then I've come down south over Chipping Campden and now finally over Moreton Marsh to show my uncle the Cotswolds. It's a gorgeous area. If you all heard of the Cotswolds, you know how gorgeous it is, how beautiful it is. I'm currently over Moreton Marsh. I'm doing between a 15 and 30 degree bank turn to the right to show my uncle the ground so he can see the town, the village a lot clearer. Just means you don't have to see out the window, which of course you can't do. Perfect way to see the ground. I'm currently using Sky Demon, so I've got Sky Demon in front of me right now to remember where I was, to see the route, maybe put up on the screen a little bit later so if you want to see my route, but no, this is the easiest way to see. Also gives him a little bit of experience without too many G's to show what a turn is. Wait till you do a 60 degree back turn, that's a tough one. This is the point where I hand over the controls to my uncle to give him a little bit of taste of being a pilot, of that flying experience, to see what it's like. And he didn't enjoy it. That's the best way I can put it. It's a very surreal feeling taking control of a plane, and it does feel it's such a unnatural experience that he did not enjoy it. As you can see, he's got the controls. I'm trying to talk through the avionics, what they mean, what he can do if he wants to use the pedals to the rudder to do it, but I gave him controls for about, as you can see, a minute, if less than a minute, and within that he was like, nope, hand him straight back over to me. After the mini tour of the Cotswolds and showing my uncle Moreton and Marsh and a few other places, it was time to head back to land, to Wellesbourne Airfield to land. But before that I wanted to do another little quick pit stop, you could say, fly over Gaydon, where Jaguar Land Rover is. It's a really good view, really good landmark that you can see from the sky, a disused airfield where Jaguar Land Rover do all their testing on their new cars. Unfortunately there was no one driving around the track today because it was a Saturday, but usually when you go on certain days they're always testing their cars. It's just another really good landmark you can see from the sky, and it also took me close to Wellesbourne Airfield so I can get ready for landing, do all my checks that I'm doing, through the checks, all that, make my radio calls, whilst also giving my uncle the best experience he can have. Right, so now it's time to land. On the radio I requested an overhead join so I could show my uncle the Wellesbourne where I actually live, show him a bit of the village, but because there was traffic in the circuit, I think it was a piper had just taken off and was climbing out the overhead to do 2,000 feet, that they didn't want me to go over the overhead. So actually coming in from Gaydon, I was east of the airfield, and because of the circuit was a left-hand circuit on runway 36, they wanted me just to slowly, from 2,000 feet, climb down to 1,000 feet. So when I cross the runway, I'm at 1,000 feet, ready to join the circuit on the downwind to land. So here I am, just went over the runway, just now, about 1,000 feet now, turning onto my downwinds. And then when I'm on the downwind, as you can see, I'm about to do all my checks. It's a bumfinch checks. I won't bore you with them, but it's all the checks I need to do, mainly for the carb heat, make sure we're all strapped in, make sure we've got enough fuel, mixture's rich, and then turning on to downwind now, and then next clip you'll see me in approach configuration, flaps down, ready to land. Let's see if it's a good one. And here I am on finals, ready to land with my uncle. I'm not too sure if he was a bit nervous. He may have been a little bit nervous. I think this is probably the hardest part of flying, is actually mastering the landing, and I'm nowhere near mastered the landing, but I'm getting better and better, and it just takes time, it just takes learning and continued learning to do it. But here I am. I put my flaps down to full, so I've got 30 degrees flaps by now, so I'm losing as much height as possible, but while maintaining speed of 65 knots. I'm maintaining center line as best as possible. Probably could have done a little bit better. There is always a little bit of drift because of the wind pushing you in a certain direction, but it's maintaining 65 knots, maintaining this horizon out of the cockpit. It's a little bit spewed because of the GoPro, but it's just really important. At this point, I'm just keeping 65 knots. There should be a white and a red light that you should see, but you can't see it on the footage, that I'm trying to keep to know I'm at the right height, right angle, to know coming into land. But here I am, I've made my final call to finals to land, and here's the landing. Enjoy, guys. And that is my flight complete. That is my landing. I thought that was a very decent landing. I thought it was quite good. It could have been better. I could have, like I said, I could have been lined up a little better coming into landing, and it could have maybe been a little bit softer, but it's all part of the process, all part of learning, and I thought it was quite good. Here I am, just taxiing back to the flying school, just having to give way to traffic from my flying school. But that's the flight complete, guys. I hope you all enjoyed that flight. I really enjoyed it. I love flying, and I think my uncle really enjoyed it. And I can't wait to take more people up, whether it's more family, more friends. So if you want to go, let me know. I'll take you up. Hope you all enjoyed.
That is stunning. It was wicked. We were trying to spot your house. We went right over the top. Oh, fantastic, man.
Done. Landed. And that's the flying done. Filmed quite a lot, as you saw. Take off, the landing, and when I'm up there, it's a little bit hard because you can't hear me at the moment because it's quite expensive, I told you before, to get the pieces. But if more people want to see it, more people enjoy it, then yeah, no, I will actually buy the equipment maybe so you can hear me talking on the radio. But no, this is the plane again. All tied down now, all set up. You would have seen the cockpit from in there, but it's all sorted, control lock in. But this is it, this is where I fly from. That's where I was pointing the GoPro, all tidied up. But I'm gonna end it here, guys. Probably gonna go with my uncle and my dad to go get some food from the airport cafe, coffee, drink. I just said coffee, so I know why I'm saying drink again. Jeez, it's been long. But no, it's incredible. I highly recommend, if you've never flown before, just go give it a go. Go give it a try. Like, it's so much fun. You go up and it's just such a, I don't know, unique experience. There's no really way to describe it. You just got to go up and do it. You either love it or hate it, and I think most people love it. I think that's the best thing about it, so go try it. I hope you enjoyed what I was doing. I wish I could speak a little bit more so I could tell you what I'm doing maybe a little bit and tell you what you talk about, but it's just flying. Like, you just get so used to it, or what I'm doing when I'm coming into land and stuff, why I'm doing these things. But no, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you saw it. I'm going to say it again, this is another one of those things. Life's too short, life's too finite. Go and do what you want to do. If you want to go learn to fly a plane, if you want to go up in a plane, go do it. Who cares? Cool, I know it's expensive, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say that, but go do it. There's no reason why you can't do it. It's incredible, once in a lifetime opportunity to get a pilot's license, to even go up in a plane, in a small plane like this. Go experience it. If you've just seen that video and you're like, whoa, that looks epic, that looks so cool, it's your sign to go and do it. It is your sign to go and fly. I hope you enjoyed it though, I hope you loved it. If you want more of this, just let me know, because I'm probably going to try and do a bit more flying, maybe some flying with some other friends that I met along the way, or just taking friends up who've never flown before and just see their reaction, their experience, how they like it, how they enjoy it. But if you enjoyed this video, yeah, just let me know, I'll do it again. Leave a like, comment. I never say this, but I think it's about time I probably do start saying it. Like, if you really enjoyed it and you want to see more, it would be amazing for me if you could just leave a like and subscribe, so I can hopefully one day make this a living and create opportunities for myself, so I can do more things like this and show you that anything is possible. Just gotta put your mind to it and do it. But no, thank you ever so much, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna leave you a little outro of just showing you the cockpit. Why not? See you all in a bit.